a friend was, talking to me about how he wanted to work on his website, and he, talked to the person that that built the website, that also bought the domain and hosting for him. And he needed it to help him fix something on his cPanel. Now, he contacted the website designer, and the website designer said that he cannot give him access to his cPanel because the cPanel is also where other of his clients' websites are located. So I explained to him that the reason why is because the person is using a kind of hosting that just have only one cPanel, but he can host other domains on it. Now, if you're a website designer, you don't need, if you want to be, selling hosting space for people, you don't need that kind of multi-domain hosting or multi-website hosting. So what you need to get is a reseller hosting. So you can get a reseller hosting that can allow you share or allocate some cPanel access to your clients. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a cPanel account for your client when you want to build a website for them in a way that they will have access to their own cPanel without you interfering in their cPanel, or without them needing access to do anything in their cPanel. So when you purchase your reseller hosting account, so you also have a normal cPanel like every other person. All right. So on that cPanel, when you come down, you will see something that is added to your own cPanel, which is called Webhost Manager. So this is the manager that can enable you allocate some hosting space to other people, or hosting accounts with cPanel to other people. So these are what some other smaller hosting companies also use in combination with another hosting management software that can allow them create or sell hosting space. But even when you don't want to go that large, to run it as a proper business, but you just want to be selling hosting space for your clients, so all you need to do is to use your Webhost Manager to allocate hosting space for your clients. But of course, you must have registered the domain name that you want to allocate the hosting space. So when you're on your cPanel, all you need to do is to click on Webhost Manager. Okay, so when you click on Webhost Manager, it will open to another interface like this, where you can manage all your hosting for your clients. All right. So these are different ways. So we are not actually going into the full details of how to use the Webhost Manager. So I'm just trying to show you how to create a new account, a new hosting account for your client. That is a new cPanel, so that your client can have access to their own individual cPanel. So when you open your Webhost Manager like this, so what you need to do, you see create a new account here, or you also come to account functions, you also see create new account. You can also search here and say create new account. So whichever option you use, you will come down here. But before you do that, you also need to create what we call a package. So a package is where you allocate the different sizes that you are going to be selling to your clients. So you can sell maybe 5 gig, 10 gig, 20 gig, depending on what your client wants. So your packages is actually where you are going to create all that. So if you've not created any package before, so when you scroll down here, you see packages. So you click on add package and you create the package that you are going to allocate for your client. So now let's get back to what we want to do, which is just to create a cPanel account for your new client. So you click on create new account here. Okay, so once we are on the create account option here, so as you can see, I have 16. I've used 16 out of my 25 accounts, and this is my disk space, which is getting filled up. so next thing we are going to do is to put in the domain name that we want to create the cpanel for. Now, so we come to this is the domain name I registered today. So for a client I want to build a small blog for. So I'll copy the domain name. So copy it here. Then I'll come down here and I'll paste the domain name. Okay, so it will check and confirm that it's okay. So you need to put in a username. You can type whatever you want, or if you want, just click on here and it will pull the data, the name of the domain as your username, which is still fine. All right, so next thing we are going to do is to put in our password. So because I want a very strong password, so I'm going to use this password generator here to do it. So I'll copy it. So even though I didn't copy, I can still make use of it, but I like to copy. Then once you click here, okay, so because they are telling you to copy it and put it in a safe place. All right, so I'm going to put it somewhere on my notepad now so that I can save it later. So I'll use password. So it will automatically enter it into the password field and retype password field. So once you have all these green, next thing you need to put is the email address of your client. So I'll pick the email address. Okay, I'll put in the email address. So next you are going to do is to choose a package. So the package which you must have created like I showed you here. So this is where you create a package. So I have 3 different packages I have here. Why there are some other websites, cpanel on my account that are not assigned to any of these packages as well. So I want to choose this 5 GB package. So I'll click on it. So once I click on it, so all the settings, that's the disk size, the cpanel, the email account limit, the database limit, subdomain limit, and FTP. So everything is already in there. So once you choose the package, the next thing is to confirm your name server, which you are going to find here. So when you purchase your hosting account, they will give you your own name server, right? When you purchase the reseller account. So next thing we are going to do is to click on create. So once we click on create, so we wait for it to create the account. So it's running, it's creating all the necessary details that we need to have for our cpanel to work. So success. So we are finished creating the cpanel. So these are all the details here. So these are all the details. You see the name server here. You see the name server 1, name server 2. That's what I have. So the email address that you put in there, the package that you choose. So you see every information, all other details about that cpanel that you have created. So right now, this new client has a cpanel that they can now use to build, even if they are not building the website with you or not. So they just have their cpanel that they can access at any time without interfering with you or without you doing anything. So even in future they decide to buy their own hosting, they can actually go to the cpanel and contact their new hosting company, and they will transfer all their files to this new hosting account. So that is how to create a cpanel account for your client or for a user on your reseller platform. So once we click here now, we can just go straight to that cpanel. Okay, so let me just show you. So we can click there and it will take us to the cpanel of this new client that we created, and the client will also get an email notification with all the details here. So all these details that the client has, you will also find it here. Okay, so this is the new cpanel we created. So it's telling you if you want to restore a backup, if you have a backup, or if you want to explore an account. So we are not doing that now. So I click on close. So here you can see the name of the domain. And when you click on this arrow, because you're a reseller, you see all the other cpanel accounts that you've created for clients, and you can actually move to any of the cpanel from here because you are the main host. Okay, so here you are going to see all the details about the server, the statistics, and all of that. So this is the full cpanel account of this client. So that is how to use. I hope you found this video helpful. So please like, subscribe to my channel, and please click the notification bell button so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And please share this video with your friends, and I will be glad to have your questions or your comments. I will see you in my next one.